Hello, today is February, February 13th. It's now 5:25 p.m. I'm starting this very early today for my standards, and I'm all sorts of fucked up. I shouldn't even be doing this right now. I don't know why the fuck I'm doing this right now. I shouldn't be doing this right now, but this has been a fucked up day, okay? I feel bad about this day. I feel terrible about this day, and I mostly feel bad about myself. Because I'm a piece of shit. I am a pathetic piece of shit. Okay, I'm not going to go into details, but I'm all sorts of fucked up in the head, and I'm kind of hating myself right now. I don't know how to get better. Okay, but anyways, this is going to be very improvised, more than it already is. Usually, it's going to be even more improvised. I'm just going to raw dog this, and I don't even know how the fuck to start this. Like, what the fuck am I going to talk about? Like, usually there's some preparation to do this, but today I just came here right now because I couldn't go home, and I don't know. I don't fucking know how to do this. What happened today? Nothing happened today, man. Nothing happened today. Okay, I just know that I am very sad, and I feel terrible, and it's fucking hot, and it just rained, so now it's hot and humid. Oh man, I was not born to do this, okay? This is not for me, man. This is not for me. Why the fuck do I come here every fucking Thursday to just talk nonsense, and like not even cool nonsense, not even good nonsense, just fucking nonsense for the sake of it? Why do I do this? Why can't I be serious about anything in my life? I like doing this. That's the thing. I like doing this. But for some fucking reason, I can't commit myself fully to anything, because deep inside I feel like I am never going to be good for anything in my life. Like, deep inside I feel like no matter what I try to do, I'll never be good enough at anything. So I never commit. And even though I like doing this, for me, like every Thursday, whenever I have to come here, like for me, it's not like I have to do it. It's like I want to do it, and I need to do this for myself. But it's still like I am a piece of shit, man. I fucking sometimes I hate myself. Okay, and I don't know, man. I just feel like I have everything in, like, all of the conditions, okay, to be someone better. I have, okay. I have all of the conditions someone needs to become a good person, okay, to become someone cool and capable. But I just throw it away in my own fucking laziness and negligency. And I don't know, man. That's why sometimes I just fucking hate myself. I just fucking hate myself sometimes. Sometimes I realize how much of a jealous and envious and pathetic piece of shit that I am in my day-to-day life. And that's how I'm feeling, okay? And on top of that, on top of feeling like a piece of shit, I also came here without having any script. Like, I didn't prepare myself. I didn't go home to take a shower. I just came here after work and to start recording this, and now I'm sweaty. I'm fucking hot in this car. So I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. Okay? And matter of fact, today nothing. I don't think anything happened today that was worth talking about, that could be worth talking about. So I'm just going to talk about whatever happened through this week. And I think that the biggest thing that happened might have been the Super Bowl, right? And to be honest, man, I have no idea what the fuck Super Bowl is. I know it's football, but I do not know if it's the finals of a tournament, if it's just a very important game with two teams that are very good. Like, what the fuck is the Super Bowl? Like, every couple of months, I just start hearing about Super Bowl, and I'm like, how many times does this happen in a year? Is it only once? When does it happen? Because I feel like every couple of months I hear that it's the Super Bowl, and I'm like, what the fuck is the Super Bowl? Why is it such an important game? I know there's a lot of fucking. I know there's the middle game show that is like the biggest thing that happens in that fucking game, and I'm always like, what the fuck is this? There's no way a football game is that important, right? But apparently it is. And like, is it the final of a tournament? Is it its own tournament? Is it like this? Like there's like a tournament called Super Bowl? Because like I just hear like that's the thing, man. Like out of nowhere, every year, every couple of months, you just start hearing that the Super Bowl is coming, and I'm like, okay, but like, is it a tournament? Because if it's a tournament, why is like what is the fucking Super Bowl? And I could search it up, but then it would lose the magic. And I feel like does it happen in winter and summer? Is it like twice a year? Because I feel like I see it all of the time that it's happening and it's about to happen or it's already happened. Because every time it happens, there's a lot of fucking news about it for some fucking reason. And what are the teams like? Who are the teams that are playing? Are they like are they the finalists, or are they the champions of previous Super Bowls? Like who? Like, is it just two teams? How many teams are there? I don't fucking know, man. I don't understand Super Bowl, and I don't understand the American football either. Like I haven't tried watching it actually. I just tried watching baseball. And the thing about American esports is that they are really cool when something is happening, but most of the time they are incredibly Jesus Christ, incredibly boring. Like baseball. Like baseball is very boring, except when it's not. But it takes a while for it to not be boring. Most of the time it's very boring, but it's cool. Like I like watching baseball. It was kind of hard to grasp some concepts. I mean, not hard to grasp, just to identify and getting used to it, right? But it's an interesting sport. But like it takes a while for it to start getting cool, you know? Because the goal of the game is to strike a very tiny ball with a bat that's not particularly girth, right? It's not very thick, the bat. And I mean, and when people do strike the ball, it's pretty cool, right? And then people start sprinting, and they gotta get to the bases fast, and sometimes the guy hits the ball so fast and so precisely that it sends the ball flying, and that's pretty cool. But like most of the time it's not that. It's just a fucking guy throwing a ball, and the guy that's like behind the fucking batter, he keeps getting the ball, and nothing happens for fucking a long time. And then that song starts playing, toot, 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 toot. And I'm like, okay, what's happening now? What's happening? Is it something important coming up? Is the game about to get good? But no, it does not get good. And then sometimes the guy strikes the ball, and then everybody starts running. And then sometimes like the people stop, and I'm like, why did you stop running? I don't fucking get it, man. I tried watching it. I mean, it's cool. I liked it. But it's a very weird sport, to be honest with you, okay? So yeah, Super Bowl happened. I have no idea what the fuck Super Bowl is. I mean, it looks like a cool event, you know? To me, the equivalent to the Super Bowl would be the World Cup. Because whenever it's the World Cup, you know, whenever it's World Cup time, I get very excited. And every time my country plays, it's like an event, right? I don't work. I buy some food, you know, some special food to eat while watching the game, and it's great. It's a great time. I love the vibe of it. You know, I'm not very much of a sports guy, so I don't care too much about the game. I mean, I like watching it, but I don't care too much about the game. But like the vibe of the thing is what matters to me, right? And I really, really like the World Cup. So I get why people get so excited for the Super Bowl, because it's an event, you know, it's more about the vibe, it's about the fucking halftime show or whatever, which apparently was Kendrick Lamar. And some people are coming with some theories that I call him Kendrick because we are tight, but people were coming with some theories that his halftime show was all about fucking criticizing the government. You know, he was trying to throw some shade at the government or some shit like that. And I'm like, really? Like, people, and that's valid for both sides. People always think that their side is playing some 4D chess, and that every single action that their side is taking is something amazing, right? Like, people from both sides, they all think that whatever their side is doing is the most amazing thing ever, right? And so, like, and I mean, I do not know if Kendrick Lamar is sided with the left in the US. I don't know, but I mean, he's black, because apparently that's a thing there. Like, apparently that matters over there, being black or white or whatever. And he's a rapper, so I suppose people suppose that he is like, I don't know what the fuck people think that he is, but people were saying that he was actually criticizing Trump, who was there, and who I can relate, because I saw some headlines that Trump left the game before it was over because his team was losing. And I can relate to that, man. I am exactly like that. Whenever I'm watching something and my team's losing, like, I am a very, very bad loser, man. Whenever I'm playing some game and I'm losing, I'm just like, please take me out of this shit. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to be in this anymore. I'm not having fun. Winning is fun. Losing is not fun. So since I'm not having fun, I'm just going to leave. That's how I feel, and I relate to the guy. Okay, but anyways, so yeah, Trump was there, Kendrick Lamar was there, probably every fucking celebrity you can think of was there. Taylor Swift was there, I think, because apparently her boyfriend is a football player. I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. I know that, like, the football players in the US are like the most badass guys out there, right? It's like it's like every boy dreams of being a football player, right? And every man wishes they were a football player, I guess. And yeah, man, it's rough. It's rough being an untalented piece of shit. I know the feeling. Okay, I don't dream about being a football Giga Chad player, but I understand the feeling. Okay, I wish I was someone else too. Okay, so yeah, like, Super Bowl happened, and I was trying to come up with some joke about it, you know, something to talk about it, because it's a really big thing, but I couldn't come up with anything. Like, no joke came. The only thing that I could think about the Super Bowl was Super Bowl movements. Like, whenever I see that word, you know, Super Bowl, that title, I always think to myself, Super Bowl movements. And yeah, that's my joke. That's what I have to talk about the Super Bowl. Super Bowl movements. That's what it is. And I'm the champion at it, okay? Because my bowels move a lot. And they move well. Okay, let me tell you, man. I started pooping 2 times a day. And ever since I started pooping 2 times a day, man, my bowel movements are fucking great. Some would say that my bowel movements are the best bowel movements around. So I think I should win the Super Bowl movement. Anyways, that's my fucking joke about the Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Like, why bowl? Like, bowl. Bowel. Like, why? Like, like you could. I mean, the thing that they play football with, like, that's the fucking thing. Like, I know it's fucking old, you know, I know it's fucking cliche to say that football is not actually football, but I really don't fucking understand this. Like, first, it's not played with the foot. Yes, I know that argument is fucking cliche. But, like, the ball is not a ball either. Like, a ball is a circle. That thing's a fucking egg-shaped motherfucker. That thing's oval. So why it's football if it's not played with the foot, with your feet, and if it's not a ball? It should be called hand oval, or oval hand, or some shit like that. And I know it's fucking cliche, but cliche things are cliche for some reason. They have a reason to be cliche, okay? And I mean, I don't fucking care. You guys can call it whatever he wants. But I mean, not... Like, football is the fucking... Like, you guys were taking the piss when you invented that sport, right? First, it's a really fucking convoluted fucking sport, okay? Like, soccer, it's very easy to understand. Like, you can turn on a soccer game and you can understand most of the things that are going around. The objective is very clear. And, like, what people do to achieve that object is very clear. You know, you try to score a goal, and, you know, if there's a fall, you know, people get a free kick, or, you know, and it's easy. Like, you just score a goal. That's the goal of the thing. But, like, football, like the American football, sometimes those motherfuckers are running with the fucking ball, which is not a ball, with the oval. If with the egg, I'm going to call that shit an egg. Like, sometimes the guys are running around with that shit under their arm and hitting each other. And then sometimes the guys kick the fucking egg. Like, make up your fucking mind, man. What the fuck is that? Like, I don't have any fucking intentions to learn that shit of a game. Like, there's no way that game is actually cool to play. I mean, to watch. Like, why did you create such a convoluted... Like, you guys just like to take the piss, right? You guys just like to take the piss. You guys don't use the metric system. You guys call soccer you guys call soccer and not football, and you guys call a game that you play with your hands and not with a ball football. Like, you guys just like to take the piss with everybody else because you can. I mean, you guys can. You guys have achieved... Fuck. You guys have achieved that. You guys can do it, right? I mean, it's your fucking right. You guys have earned it, right? And I respect that. But sometimes it feels obnoxious, you know? It feels like you guys are just doing this to fuck with us, to fuck with the rest of the world, okay? So, I don't remember anymore what I was talking about, but yeah, like, football is a weird fucking sport, and I don't fucking understand it. I don't exactly want to understand it, but, I mean... Oh yeah, I talked about Kendrick Lamar, right? And... Anyways, yeah. Like, American sports are so weird, man. Like, the only American sport that I think that makes any sense at all is fucking basketball. It's really, really straightforward, right? It's easy to understand. Like, you turn on a game of basketball, you are like, okay, I get what those guys are doing, right? They are trying to fucking throw the ball and hit the fucking thing, and there are some guys that are trying to stop the others from doing it. It's pretty easy to understand. The rules are easy to understand, you know. But like baseball, I read a guide. Like, you know, you fucked up your sport when someone has to fucking search for a guide to understand it. Because like I feel like the word, like, first off, the world does not need that many sports. Okay, like, we do not need that many sports. Okay? We could make with less sports in the world. okay? Like soccer, cool, leave it at that. Basketball, cool, leave it at that. Okay? There should be one sport for every part of your body that you use, right? Because think like there should be only one sport per category. What the fuck? There should be one sport for which part of your body. That's what I'm trying to say. So, if you want to play with your feet, I would suggest that we play football. Football like the word football, not the American football. If you want to play with your hands, now there's some good suggestions. So there's some good suggestions for games that you could play with your hand. There's basketball, there's football like the American football, there's volleyball, which is pretty cool too. And which one is the best one? I would say basketball, okay? But to appease the American people, I would say just keep the football, the American football. Then we can have the global football, which is played with your feet, to be the main feet game that you play. Then we have the American football to be the main game that's played with your hands. So abolish basketball and abolish volleyball. No more of that. If you want to be an athlete for one of those games, you have to play either football or fucking football. Then we can go to the games that you play with a bat. And I would say that there's like what? There's cricket, I guess, there's baseball, there's golf. And I would say that the coolest of those sports is baseball, right? But if we banish golf, then rich people will have nothing to do with their lives. You know, with their meaningless and empty life that they throw all of their humanity to get, right? So I feel like we should banish cricket, baseball, and whatever other sport that is played with a bat, and we should let the golf so that rich people can have something to do with their free time, which they have a lot of. Then there's like the sports that you play with those little things in your hands, right? Like there's ping pong, there's tennis, there's badminton, and I feel like sports that you play with that thing on your hand, you know, that you throw a ball around back and forth, I would say that's a hard one, because tennis is pretty cool, ping pong's really cool, and badminton is alright. I mean, it's not as cool as the others. I would say that we should keep ping pong and abolish the others. My reasoning is there's a lot of Chinese people in the world, okay? I mean, if you think about it, if the world was a democracy, the Chinese would be very important players, okay? So considering that we are trying to select a few games that are going to be the global games, the main games for each category, then I think that the Chinese would probably vote for ping pong. So abolish fucking badminton, abolish tennis, and play only ping pong, okay? Now ping pong is the game that you play with the things on your hands, that you throw the ball around back and forth. And what other games are there? What other category are there? There's plenty. You know, there's games that you play with your hands, which are basically martial arts. And I mean, I don't know, because if you think about it, there's like MMA, right? And MMA did a pretty good job at just fucking allowing everything, basically, right? So like you don't have to pick a single martial art to play. Maybe that's what the other things should do, you know? Maybe there should be a fucking MMA of sports that you play with your hands, right? So maybe a mixture between volleyball, baseball, uh, American football, right? That would be pretty cool. What would that look like? I don't fucking know. Uh, Maybe you try to hit the ball on the enemy's field, but then you could also try to score a point on the fucking thing, the basketball thing, where people throw the ball. And then if you get it right, you can run to your enemy's field, and then the enemies can fucking tackle you and break your fucking neck. There's something there, man. A mixture between volleyball, basketball, and American football, and there's probably more. There's also handball, right? There should be an MMA of other sports, because MMA just, it mixes all of the martial arts together. You can fight whatever, like you can choose whatever martial art you want, right? And I think there's something there. I think that MMA is like the best sport out there, because it was able to mix everything together. It was able to join everybody together, right? It stopped with that bullshit. I mean, people still have favorite martial arts. People are probably fanboys of martial arts. And I know that jiu-jitsu is like the most efficient one, and everybody that does MMA knows jiu-jitsu or something like that. But I think the other sports could learn a lot from it, right? So, yeah. Anyways, what the fuck am I talking about? I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. The sun is directly on my fucking face, man. I'm about to pass out here. I'm fucking sweating. I need to take a piss like at this very moment. I'm about to piss on my fucking pants while recording this podcast. It's going to be a fucking historical moment on the internet, okay? I doubt anybody else has ever peed their pants while recording a podcast. And if they did, you can be sure as hell they didn't tell you, okay? But if I do piss my pants while recording this, I'm going to tell you, okay? I'm going to let you in, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to be brutally honest. Not that my honesty is funny, not that my honesty is cool. Okay, like, I know that sounds very cringe, right? Being brutally honest, like, it sounds like you're about to say something really cold and edgy, but no, I don't have anything to talk about really. All I can say is that I'm about to piss my pants while recording this podcast. Okay, maybe coming here to record this was not such a good idea after all. But yeah, so that's it about Super Bowl, man. And what else happened? I don't fucking know. Oh yeah, Kanye West tweeted some pretty weird shits, some pretty wild shits, okay? And I'm not going to comment on that too much, okay? I don't care too much about what the fuck he said. Okay, let the guy be a Nazi, man. Like, I don't fucking care. Yeah, the guy is a fucking Nazi. Let the guy be a Nazi. Okay? I don't care too much about that, but I didn't read everything that he said, but I heard that he said good things about China. And I have to agree with him on that, okay? I am a very big defendant of China. Whenever people talk shit about China, I get kind of defensive, and I'm not Chinese, but I like China, man. I like China, okay? What do you want me to say? I like it. China is cool. China is fun. China has made a lot of great things to the world. And yeah, they want to sell cheap things for everybody, and they want to spy on everybody, but I mean, yeah. Like I was watching videos about geopolitics and economy this Sunday afternoon, and I have a little bit to talk about geopolitics and economy, in a bit. But the thing that I got out of those videos about geopolitics and economy and world economy was that every dictatorship is a piece of shit. Like, not because they don't have freedom, but because dictators are very inefficient. They don't fucking give a fuck about their population. They don't give a fuck about their country. They just want to fucking fill their pockets. Okay, so that's what I got from from watching videos about geopolitics and economy the whole fucking Sunday. Okay, that's what I got from it. And like every dictatorship always ends up being corrupt and fucking filling their pockets and fucking over their population, okay? But not China. And I mean, yes, China is a democracy, quote, democracy, yeah, sure. It's not a fucking democracy, everybody fucking knows that. But despite being a dictatorship, it's the best dictatorship out there. China, like, think about it, man. China is kind of fucking amazing. I mean, there's probably corruption inside the government, right? But they get things done. And to be honest with you, I don't even think that the majority of the government is fucking corrupt. Like, being honest with you, I don't think that the majority is corrupt. I think that the majority are actually, what do they want? I think that they want to stay in power, because like staying in power on the long run is more beneficial than just filling your pockets now and leaving the country to shit and being thrown out of power because you are being a corrupt ass, right? It's much safer for you to appease the masses, do a good job, be efficient. It's much better to do that and become rich over time than just fucking stealing all you can right now and then being fucking killed on a goddamn revolution, right? It's smarter. Like, the Chinese, they play the smart game, okay, and that's why I like them, okay. And despite having the power, they have the army, they have the media, they control. Like, they are like the dream state of dictators, because they were able to, like, they control everything there, and the masses are happy. Like, they are happy, okay. A couple of years ago, I would see like videos about Chinese people and you know, saying that they were poor, and I'm sure there's a lot of poor people there. I'm sure there's a lot of inequality still there, and there's a lot of persecution or some shit like that. I'm sure there's a lot of that. Yes, and people are not free to say whatever they want to say. But the country got mad fucking rich, man. They have a fucking huge army too. They have nukes. They have good technologies. And over, like, people can buy houses. I think a lot of them can. They have a good education. They produce good technology. And I don't know, man. I kind of like China. Okay, maybe I'm glazing too much China, but I like those guys. I like them. I kind of like Xi Jinping. I like that guy. You know, I kind of like the Shad meme of him, you know? The one where he's like with a fucking squared fucking face and ripped as fuck. I like that guy. I kind of like that guy, okay? But yeah, man. Why did I start talking about China? Oh yeah, because Kanye West said good things about China. And I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said something along the lines of like China never being disrespectful to him. They always showed support to him. They were like, they never tried to act maliciously towards him. And that's like, yes, man, that's what I'm saying. Those guys, yes, they are dictators. They do not allow freedom of speech. They do a lot of shady shit, yes. And sometimes they do sell very cheap and not very well-made shit. But those guys are kind of cool, man. Those guys are kind of cool. I like Chinese people. I like China. And I like Xi Jinping. And I'm not trying to earn credit scores here. I don't intend on going to China, you know, not anytime soon at least. But I mean, I kind of like them, okay? So I'm with Kanye on that. Only on that, though. Only on that, okay? The guy have gone kind of nuts, okay? Maybe, who knows what the fuck happened. But I agree with him on that. That China is cool. I like China. And look, man, if he has such a W take on China, man, who knows if he does not have any other good takes. I'm not saying that the takes that he said were good, but maybe some of his other takes are good. So, like, stop trying to censor the guy, okay? Let the guy cook. Let the guy speak his mind. Yes, he's going to say some nut shit. He's going to say some fucking terrible shit. But, you know, sometimes there's some goals there. And I already liked what he said about China. So I'm like, okay, man, keep going. Keep saying shit. We can just ignore all of the Nazi shit. You know, pretend you didn't say any of that. And let's just fucking keep the good takes coming, okay? That's what I thought when I saw his tweets. And he said something about his wife being hot. And yeah, his wife is pretty hot, okay? And I don't care, man. You can show her around naked. I don't fucking care, man. I have been freed from pornography. But I mean, you can show her naked around. I don't care. Okay, it's you do you, man. Okay. And you know, people say that kids shouldn't see that. And I'm not going to say that they should see that. I am going to agree that they shouldn't see that. But sometimes they are going to see that. Okay, it's kind of inevitable. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about this topic. Okay, anyways. I like Kanye West. I mean, I like his take about China. Okay, that's what I like about him. I do not like any of his other takes. And yeah. So, what... Oh yeah, so I was talking about geopolitics and economic videos, right? So Sunday, I went down a rabbit hole of watching videos about world economy and geopolitics on various countries around the world, mostly shitholes of countries, okay? Because I mean, a video that's talking good things about other countries are not going to like... Nobody's going to watch that shit. People want to see what the shit that is going wrong, right? So that's what I did. I watched videos about countries that are shitholes and dictators and fucking poor or rich but still poor. And I went down that rabbit hole, man, and that shit's just fucking ended me. I shouldn't have. I wasted my Sunday watching videos about geopolitics and fucking economy, and that made me feel fucking terrible. It made me feel hopeless, you know? That's what that shit does to you. It makes you feel hopeless. It makes you feel like shit. Like terrible, absolutely terrible. That's how I was feeling at the end of the day. I was like, why the fuck did I spend my whole fucking Sunday watching that shit? It was not worth it at all. I fucking hated it. I was feeling like it makes you feel like this fucking earth is a piece of shit that there's no saving. There's no saving grace. There's like nothing good will ever happen. And if your government, okay, if the people that know your politics, your politicians are not going to fuck you, you can be sure that some other fucking foreign country is going to fuck you instead. So yeah, I felt like shit this Sunday because I kept watching those videos. I couldn't look away from them, and every fucking time a fucking even more terrible video came, around, like fucking Zimbabwe, or the history of South Africa, or even how my own country is going to shit. Why did I do that? I could have done so much things on a Sunday, on a free Sunday. I could have learned something useful. Instead, I've just learned that the world is a piece of shit. It's a shithole full of shit people. And yeah, that's how my Sunday went. Okay. Then I tried to fucking scrap it. Okay. Tried to save it, but I couldn't. I was already feeling down. Okay. Oh yeah. I also noticed that it's useless thinking about that shit. Like, it's useless watching videos about geopolitics and the world economy, because there's nothing you can really do about it. Well, first off, I get sad just watching the videos. So I do not have any mental capacity, any mental fortitude to change anything. And even if I was smart, or if I could change anything, I don't have the fucking physical capacity to do that, because I'm a lazy piece of shit. So there's no point in watching those videos. There's no point in getting sad about the topic of those videos, because there's nothing I can do about whatever's happening in the world, right? So why, like, that's the thing, man. You that's how they get you, okay, with those videos, because it looks like such an interesting and intelligent topic to talk about, right? World economy, geopolitics, right? I mean, it's fucking amazing that you know that, right? But not really, because nothing changes from you knowing that or not. Matter of fact, that just helps you become more depressed and more down and more hopeless. And it gets you worrying about things that you can't change, that you have no fucking points in worrying about those types of things, right? That's what I got to. That's what I realized. So, and I mean, at the end of the day, man, I don't remember. Like, I just remember that the world is fucked. That's all I could learn from those videos. Like, all of the important information about GDP or whatever the fucking country sells, okay, it's always oil, okay? Dictators, they always sell oil, okay? Because for some fucking reason, every country that has a dictator has oil. Now, what comes first? I don't fucking know. I think that the oil comes first, then the dictator comes second to take the oil. But it could be that sometimes where there's a dictator, oil is going to appear and make that dictator happy and fill his pockets while fucking raw-dogging their population, right? That's the fucking lesson that I learned from that day. And that China's amazing, because even though it's a dictatorship, it gets things done, right? So that's what I got from that fucking video. Those fucking 4 hours of videos that I kept watching non-stop. What else did I learn? Nothing. I just got sad and depressed, and I felt terrible the whole fucking Sunday, okay? A day that I was supposed to rest and do good things, I just fucking felt terrible. I just felt like shit all of the fucking day, because I kept seeing how bad the world is, how bad humanity is, how much of a piece of shit our governors are. And yeah, that's what I get for fucking going down rabbit holes on a fucking Sunday, man. Whenever you start going on a rabbit hole on a Sunday, man, you should pay attention to which rabbit hole you are going, okay? And I don't know, man. I think that's... Holy shit, man, that's fucking loud. I think that's what happened this week, man. I don't have much to talk about. However, there's something that I want to do, that I was thinking about doing now for a while. And why are there so many fucking noisy cars? Anyways, so there's something that I have been. Why is there someone with such a lousy car? Okay, so I just fucked the whole fucking recording. I started recording while the fucking app that I used to record was on the background, and apparently I can't record it while the app is on the background anymore. So everything is fucked. I just fucking wasted. I don't know if the whole fucking recording is fucked or if just the last part is fucked. But today has been a fucking terrible day anyway. I am almost fucking pissing my pants and I can't fucking go home. I want to go home. It's fucking raining now. And it's so fucking hot inside of this fucking car. Why is life like this, man? Why does it have to be like this? Why can't it be easier? I know I can't complain, man, but sometimes I have to complain. Sometimes I have to complain, man. It's so fucking annoying, bro. Broski. It's so fucking annoying, broski. My mom didn't give me the new iPhone, broski. I'm so mad, broski. Anyways. So what the fuck did I talk about today? I don't even fucking remember what I talked about today. I talked about the Super Bowl movements. Funny as fuck, yes, I know. Kanye West and fucking Trump, I guess. I don't know what the fuck to talk about anymore because I was going to finish the fucking podcast where I was, but then I had to move. And I can't fucking go home, man. I need to fucking take a piss. But I think I'm going to stop this podcast before I actually have to take a piss while I'm recording this, okay? I do not have the guts to do this, okay? I do not have the courage to do this. I need to stop now before I piss my pants off. Okay, sorry, I know that would be a fucking unique opportunity in your life. I know you probably never heard someone talking to you while they were pissing their pants. Or at least they were not straightforward with you. They were not true to you. They didn't tell you they were pissing your pants. But know that someone would do that for you, okay? I would do that for you. If I was pissing in my pants right now while I'm talking to you, I would tell to you that. Okay, I would tell you to do that. I would tell you to do that. What the fuck am I talking about, man? Today is fucked. Today is absolutely fucked. And I think there's no fucking... I'm just going to fucking, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do, okay? But I'm going to do something bad to myself. I'm going to do something terrible to myself. Because I'm fucking losing it, man. I'm losing it. I'm absolutely fucking losing it. In this fucking hot-ass fucking car. And while fucking almost pissing my pants. Fuck, man. Fuck, I'm so... I just want to go fucking home, man. I just want to go fucking home and take a piss. And I want to finish this podcast too. So, this has been the fucking worst episode of a podcast ever. It has not been even close to the worst day in my life, but it has been a fucking terrible day. And I hope life makes up to me tomorrow because holy fucking shit, man, that I can't have more of these days. Okay? I know I have fucked up. I know I'm a fucking pathetic piece of shit. But enough. Okay, enough. I've learned my lesson. I'm going to be better. I'm going to apply myself more. I'm going to stop desiring the woman of other men, okay? Because I did that, okay? I desired woman from another man. And I'm going to stop doing that, okay? I learned my lesson. I am not going to try to bang a woman that are married, okay? I learned my lesson. I'm not going to try to do that anymore. So please, can you give me a break and give me some good days and give me some creativity because I need some fucking divine light for me to become good at this shit. Like only the divine can help me make a good podcast and have a good day where I do not have to piss my pants. Okay, so anyways, this has been the fucking podcast. Okay, this piece of shit. This is the fucking podcast today. I am fucking terrible, okay? Like, usually when I finish this, I'm feeling great, but not today. Not fucking today. Anyways, hope to see you guys next week. Have a good fucking whatever. Okay, I don't fucking care if you actually have a good night or not. Okay, just listen to this shit. And I hope to see you guys next week. Okay, ciao.